Right, today, start the engine, it's freezing in here. Today I'll talk about two things. Firstly, I've had the Jag for a couple of days, so I'll talk to you a bit about that. And secondly, I'm going to pick up the Mclaren, which means I've got to pay the bill for a first service. Okay, so I'm currently in this Jaguar XF that I picked up a couple of days ago from Mclaren in Hatfield. So I dropped the Mclaren off for a service. For those that didn't watch the video, you can go ahead and watch that right now if you like. I'll put it up there. Is that the right place? Up there? As you look, or was it up there? I don't know. One of them corners. You can go and check that out. And they gave me the Jaguar XF as a courtesy car. So I dropped the Mclaren off for a service. I didn't have a clue what car I was getting, and they gave me this Jag. And I've spent the past couple of days driving it. I haven't put it on my Instagram purposely because I didn't want anyone to know the big secret that I've had this Jag. So 2 days of owning a Jag, that's basically what I suppose the first thing I want to talk about is. And to be honest with you, I was actually a big fan of the earlier Jaguar XF. I thought they were brilliant cars. And I've never even looked at these newer Jaguar XFs. I've never considered them as a choice of car. I don't know why they've just never sprung up in my mind. I don't know. But when I got there, I didn't even know what it was. That's terrible, isn't it? I'm meant to be this car guy that claims to know a lot about cars, but I didn't actually know what this was. I thought it was a Jaguar XE because it just looks surprisingly. It just doesn't look as big as I expected a Jaguar XF would look. Let me pull out this roundabout first, 1 second. Yeah, so I walked round to the back of the car and I saw that it had a Jaguar, it's a Jaguar and then XF on the back, and I thought, it's actually an XF, it's not an XE. So maybe I'm stupid to think that, I don't know. I am actually, yeah, fair enough. But driving the car, okay, inside, I said it before in the previous video, it's such a nice thing inside, and this multimedia system is really good. One problem I did have is I put the radio on and DAB disappeared. Maybe I'm just missing a trick there, but it's reappeared now. I seem to have lost DAB for a whole journey yesterday. I don't know why that happened. That was a bit annoying, but I'm guessing that was just like owner error, or is that something that I was doing anyway? But it kind of is what you'd expect. It's a Jag. It's very, it's a very predictable car. It's pretty good quality. It's not as premium as like a Porsche, or I'd say if anything it's probably quite comparable to the Maserati. Great car. It's only a 2-litre diesel engine, so it's been great on fuel, and I've done quite a few miles in it as well. What else can I say? It's not something that I'm massively excited about. It's a diesel Jag with an automatic gearbox. It serves a great purpose. I think the key point with this car is, which I said about the other day when I picked it up, I love a car that just does as it's told. You get in it and it is what it is. There's no dramas with it. There's nothing too exciting. I'm just getting sandwiched between a transit van and a lorry at the minute. But it's a nice car. It's a really nice car. My missus got into it yesterday and she's like, "Cal, this is really nice, this car. Where did you get this car from?" I was like, "It's a courtesy car from Mclaren." She's like, "Oh, it's really, really nice. It's like your other one." I think she meant the Porsche. It ain't like a Porsche, but it's funny that it actually tricked her into believing that it's similar to the Porsche. Moving on from that, I'm just getting on the M1 on my way to Hatfield. Obviously the reason I'm going to Hatfield today is to get the Mclaren, to pick the Mclaren up and pay the bill. That's the bit I'm not really looking forward to. I can't imagine it's going to need too much. It's not going to be majorly expensive, but naturally if you own a car of that sort of caliber or class, you want to go back to the main dealer to get it serviced, because if there were any issues with the warranty or anything like that, and you had it serviced at your mate's garage down the road, for example, you wouldn't want to be having that debate with Mclaren to say that, yeah, but honestly he's done a good mechanic, he's done a good job of the service, so whatever premium they charge, you almost pay it for peace of mind. So should I just stop talking? Should we just go straight to Hatfield, yeah? Alright. Harpenden, saw a Costa, and I thought I've got to do it. So I did park on double yellow lines, and there's a traffic warden like literally right there.
Jesus, have we got a traffic warden?
Let's flip you round so you can see where we're going. You know there's always one thing you love about a car. There's always one thing that stands out for you the most. I like to do videos just explaining one thing I love about, for example, my Nissan GTR. So I thought to myself as I was just driving, I thought, what's the one thing I love about the Jaguar XF? And the answer to that, the one thing I love about the Jaguar XF is there isn't actually anything that I love about this car. I just think it's a really good car. I really like it. I just don't love anything about it. But I would love to drive. So if anyone from Jaguar is watching this and you want to chuck me the keys to one of your cars, I would love to drive. I don't even know if it's out yet, the new XFR, because the old XFR, I'm not joking, is one of the most amazing cars for the money I've ever driven. I've done a video about the sound of a Jaguar XFR literally years ago. I can't remember how long ago it was a long time ago, but we had a Jaguar XFR Le Mans edition, yeah? And there's only apparently 50 of them made, 25 black, 25 white. We had a white one. That car was absolutely amazing. It was a 5-litre V8 supercharged. I'm guessing it's the same engine as in the current SVR Range Rover Sport. It sounded unreal. It performed amazing. The gearbox was great. It drove brilliantly. It performed power perfectly, and it was the most shocking car. Or not the most shocking car. The one car that just I got in it and I was like, what the hell? What the hell is this car all about? I did not expect that it was going to be as good as it was. So if you've not driven an XFR, an earlier one, pre-facelift, it's not really a facelift, it's an old model XFR. That car there, I'm not joking, is absolutely Le Mans. Right, are you ready for this? The total cost for the first service on the Mclaren was £777.54, plus I had to give a little bit to the VAT man. He deserves his bit as well, of course, totaling £933.05. I've even got the shoes to match the interior of the McLaren. So let's just make sure we're all lined up in there. That looks a bit better. There's a Jag going in my mirror, you can't see that. Where do I start? I've got to start by putting my sat nav on, that's what I need to do. Right, we are off. So let's talk about my experience getting my McLaren serviced. First of all, I'm very happy to get the McLaren back. It's obviously a beautiful car and I do love driving this thing. And I'm glad now that I've had it serviced. I've obviously had the wheels refurbed, so it's ready to go up for sale. So that's good, the car's perfect now. For those that didn't watch the previous video, you obviously will be wondering why the hell has Calvin had his car serviced by Jaguar. It hasn't been serviced by Jaguar. They're actually a McLaren main dealer, but they're going through a process of building a new unit around the corner, and Grange McLaren have got Grange Land Rover, Grange Aston Martin obviously, and the other one was Jaguar, hence why I got a Jaguar as a courtesy car. And yeah, so it's all sort of under one roof, and they're moving around the corner to a bigger unit, and that's where I first went in the previous vlog, when they had like a temporary showroom there. So they're all going to be moving over there. They're going to have all the 4 showrooms there, but obviously I can't speak for every member of staff in the whole place there, and I don't know if any of you lot have dealt with that dealership, but Wayne at Aston Martin in Hatfield, he is such a bloody nice guy. If you're going to buy an Aston Martin from a main dealer, like, I could not talk any higher about a person. This guy, he's such a decent guy, just a proper good genuine guy. He obviously loves Aston Martins. He's very passionate about the brand, but he's just such a nice guy. He's very trustworthy. The service that he's given me, just getting my car serviced, has been unbelievable. So I can't rate, firstly, the whole dealership. Everyone, in my opinion, was really polite and really helpful and really friendly, but more importantly, Wayne, if you ever watch this video, mate, you're a proper top guy. So I'm very, very grateful for that. Obviously the bill is what it is. It's a lot of money. I think it was £900 odd. I did get the invoice in. There you go, there's another shot of the invoice. A lot of money, of course, but it's a McLaren. You would not expect to be walking into a McLaren main dealer, getting your car serviced and getting it done for a small amount of money. So one thing I do want to touch on is just getting this tunnel. I'm going through a tunnel in a minute. My handbrake lever, down on the side here on your right hand, you've got a handbrake lever. That's to turn the handbrake on and off, obviously, and I hope that you can still see me. When I bought the car, I noticed it was a bit loose and it actually fell off. So I forgot to mention that to Wayne when I dropped the car off, and they actually noticed that was loose and it was broken. So Wayne rang me up and said, Calvin, look, I've noticed your handbrake lever's broken. And I was like, do you know what, it's been like that since I bought the car. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a manufacturer error, or it's been someone clumsy just pulled it too hard. And he said, well, look, it's going to have to be charged for. It's 70 quid, so I'm going to have to charge you for it. I was like, that's fine. When I went back there today, Wayne come over to me and said, Calv, look, we've just took that on the chin. It's a manufacturer error, so we've claimed it under warranty for you. So I know it's a £70 job, not a massive amount of money, but what a nice gesture. So there you go, I'm done. Once again, Grange McLaren in Hatfield, great dealership. Obviously I dealt with the Aston Martin side of things. Can't rate them enough. Literally, I will recommend them to everyone. Brilliant dealership, and obviously they're going on to their new showroom soon, so things will get better for them. So the future's bright for that whole place. Really good place, nice staff, nice people. Very pleased. Like from my point of view, I'm very happy with the way I was treated, and I've got a clean car as well. They've even cleaned it for me. So that's it. I'm heading into London now to go and pick Magdalena up. That's pretty much the end of my day, but I hope you liked the video. Obviously, if you did, hit like. If you're new, hit subscribe, and I'll see ya in the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader. Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, I sell my Porsche and I give my Porsche and money on top for his 2 cars.